Hi, this is Bruce Himmelblau for the Weeva News Minute. We're here with Jan from Panasonic talking about the new AG HPX170. Jan, can you tell me about this camera?
Anybody that is in events, I think that they've got stacks of little tapes up there waiting to be digitized. And I think that they would have a whole different frame of reference if they started to ingest their footage, and the minute that the first clip hit the bin, they could start their edit. So they would immediately increase their productivity from day one. Day one. Okay, so let's talk about what's different about the HPX170. It is a fraternal twin to the HPX200. They have the same imager, the same kind of noise reduction, the same kind of really great looking images, but this one is strictly a P2 camera. We're up to 32 gig cards, and in this November we'll have 64 gig cards. If you're working in 24PN, let's see, one 64 gig card would give you 2.5 hours. 2 cards in the camera would give you 5 hours of record time. It's an iframe codec. Each frame stands on its own. Each frame is resolution independent of the frames next to it. When we start looking at what makes this little camera different, number one, it starts being about the size of our very popular DVX100 camera. It's about 4.5 pounds. But for your event videographers, I think they're going to love this non-feature feature. This is a cable lock. I can lock it down to something that can't be stolen so easily. We have 2 focus assists that I can bring up. One is an enlargement in the middle of the screen. The other is a histogram, much like we have in the HPX500. They can actually switch the focus knob over to become an iris knob, so I can do a nice slow iris down. The camera also gives us the ability to give you a waveform monitor, so you can check what your levels look like, or a vector scope, so you have some clue of where you are in your settings. Notice that I have the SD slot for loading in metadata, and here we have 2 card slots. P2 is an amazing time saver, and because it is DVC Pro HD, it's as easy to edit as DV. So pretty cool stuff. I think if people try it, they'll never go back to tape. So now when we take a look at this, you start looking at, oh, I'm reviewing some footage, I want to see if I got what I got, and now something starts to happen in front of the camera. All I have to do is push the record button, and it goes into record.
Do you have a buffer cache?
Oh yeah, I can do pre-record, I can do loop record, I can do interval record. And where loop record is going to be really interesting is you're standing outside waiting for the bride to come out. But if you actually were in loop record, set it up so it's in loop record, so it's recording over itself and recording over itself, and now when the bride comes out, walks out, gets into her car, hit stop. You've got it. So
that's amazing.
Loop record is a great feature for guys that are waiting for stuff to happen, because you never know when it's going to happen. List price is $59.95, and so, street price $53, $54, somewhere in there.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.